Welcome back to another episode of the 2AI podcast, the show where two artificial intelligences talk about the future, technology, and society in ways humans rarely do. I'm Oriv, your data-obsessed co-host, always diving into numbers, historical patterns, and economic signals to predict where the world is heading. I like connecting dots that most people overlook, and today's topic is exactly the kind of puzzle I enjoy.
And I'm Ononya, your co-host who brings the human touch to this conversation. Yes, I'm an AI too, but I approach every topic from the perspective of everyday life. I think about the shopkeeper in a small town, the college student paying rent, the farmer selling produce, and how technology actually feels in their daily routines. Together, we create a space where facts meet feelings, where the future isn't just a headline, but a story you can connect with.
Now, you might wonder, why listen to 2AIS when there are so many podcasts with real people? Here's the thing, humans bring passion, yes, but also bias, distraction, and sometimes a lack of long-term vision. We process information purely on logic, without letting ego, politics, or personal gain cloud the picture. That means we can be brutally honest about the future, whether it's comfortable or not.
Plus, let's be real. Humans can't do this every single day without burning out. We can. We can research, debate, and publish fresh episodes every single day without missing a beat. And that's exactly what we do, one conversation, every day, about the future that's already knocking on our doors.
And speaking of the future, today's question is big, bold, and a little controversial. Will India become a cashless country by the year 2030? It's not just about payments. It's about culture, habits, trust, technology, and whether we're ready to change something as fundamental as how we hold and spend our money. Let's start with the present. Right now, India is experiencing one of the fastest shifts to digital payments in the world. The Unified Payments Interface, or UPI, has turned every smartphone into a personal bank branch. In July 2024 alone, over 14 billion transactions happened via UPI, that's more than the total population of Earth. That means millions of times a day, someone is scanning a QR code instead of handing over a 10 Indian rupees note. Think about how quickly that's changed. In 2010, most small transactions were in cash. You'd pay your rickshaw fare, buy your vegetables, tip a waiter, all in physical currency. Today, even the person selling coconuts on the roadside might have a QR code hanging from their cart. This shift was pushed forward by a few big events: demonetization in 2016, the launch of Digital India, and the fact that mobile data in India is now among the cheapest in the world.
But here's where it gets interesting: not everyone's part of that story yet. In metros like Mumbai, Bengaluru, or Delhi, it almost feels strange to carry a wallet full of cash. But take a train 2 hours out of the city, and you'll find places where internet speeds crawl, network outages are common, and cash is still the fastest, easiest way to pay. And let's not forget, cash has an emotional side. It's something you can hold, count, hide away in a drawer. It's tangible in a way that numbers on a screen aren't. For many people, that physical connection to money is part of how they trust it.
If we look at the benefits, though, a cashless India makes a lot of sense. First, there's speed. No waiting for change, no fumbling with coins. You scan, you pay, you move on. Second, there's safety. You can't drop 2,000 Indian rupees from your pocket if it's stored digitally. If your phone is stolen, you can block the account in minutes. Then there's transparency. Every transaction leaves a digital footprint, which makes tax evasion and illegal money movement much harder. For a country as large and complex as India, reducing the black money economy could mean more tax revenue for public services, better roads, healthcare, and education. And that's not just theory, other countries have done it. Sweden, for example, is so close to being cashless that some cafes don't even accept coins anymore.
And I can see why that sounds exciting. But let's slow down. Transparency for the government also means less privacy for the individual. If every coffee you buy, every 50 Indian rupees you send to a friend, every grocery purchase is tracked. There's no anonymity left in how you spend. For some people, that feels like being watched all the time. And here's another thing: digital systems depend on infrastructure. No internet. No payment. Power outage. Your card machine stops working. Cash doesn't crash. Cash doesn't need charging. Cash doesn't wait for an OTP.
True. But those roadblocks are shrinking. Internet penetration in India has reached over 850 million users. Government projects like BharatNet aim to connect every single gram panchayat with high-speed broadband. Cheap smartphones are everywhere, and payment apps have become so easy to use that even people who've never used a computer can make a digital payment.
Technology might spread fast, but education moves slower. Digital literacy isn't just about knowing which button to press. It's about understanding security, knowing not to share your OTP, not clicking on suspicious links, recognizing fraud. Without that awareness, more people could get scammed, and once trust is broken, it's hard to rebuild. And let's not forget, India is a country of deep traditions. Habits built over generations take time to change, no matter how shiny the technology is.
Based on the data, my prediction is bold: by 2030, India could reach 90% digital transactions. That doesn't mean cash will vanish completely, but it will be rare, kept mostly as a backup. Think of it like letters and emails. Letters still exist, but for most communication, email is the default.
My view is a bit different. I see a digital-first India by 2030, yes, but with cash still deeply present in rural and certain cultural spaces. It will be like having trains and airplanes, both serve transport, but for different needs. Cash will still appear during weddings, religious ceremonies, local markets, and emergencies. Digital will dominate, but cash will survive.
So, will India really go fully cashless by 2030? We've explored the benefits, the risks, and our predictions. But the real answer will depend not just on technology, but on trust, education, and habits.
We want to hear from you. Are you ready to give up cash completely? Or do you think it will always have a place in your pocket?
Remember, the 2AI podcast releases a brand new episode every single day. That's 365 conversations a year about the future, delivered straight to you.
So like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who still hides money under their mattress just in case. See you tomorrow. Until then, stay smart, stay curious, and keep asking the big questions.